I am Daenerys Stormborn of the House Targaryen, first of her name, the unburnt Queen of the Andals, the First Men, Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea, Breaker of Trains, and Mother of Dragons. And now is my time, reforged in my ancestors' armor, ready to make my move on the Iron Throne, ready to march from my city with my army of Unsullied across Essos and into the Seven Kingdoms to claim what is rightfully mine, the Iron Throne, for the night is dark and full of terror. Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome to the beginning of my Realm of Thrones Let's Play as Daenerys Targaryen. I thought with the release of House of Dragons it would be fun to go in and live my Targaryen fantasies and basically just go ahead and take over the Seven Kingdoms as Daenerys Targaryen. There are some really awesome updates in the most recent 1.8 beta build of Realm of Thrones, which will be awesome to explore, and basically the goal is just to, as I said, conquer the Seven Kingdoms and then eventually defeat the Night King, who is currently in this mod, which again is very exciting. If you guys have never seen Realm of Thrones before, it is a massive Game of Thrones overhaul for Bannerlord. It stretches from the Seven Kingdoms over here in Westeros, having every single kingdom in, and also beyond the wall, and the Night King, who is currently kind of somewhere up here. We'll have to go and deal with him once we have the Seven Kingdoms under our control, and of course all of Essos. We do have some things we have to take care of right off the bat though before we can launch our invasions of the Seven Kingdoms and Westeros. We have to kind of put the Dothraki hordes to the north of us under heel. We have to make our way over to Valentus and take that over, and also conquer Myr and Pentos, which will give us obviously perfect launch points into the Seven Kingdoms, where we can sit upon the Iron Throne, dethrone the Lannisters, probably execute a few of them, and move on from there. I will not be doing this alone though. I have been equipped with the glorious armor of my forebears, Daemon Targaryen. You can see this armor has recently been added into the beta build that I'm using for this. We are also equipped. We have Lightbringer on our side. We are the chosen one, and we also have this very cool Valyrian steel sword as well, which I think just looks absolutely beautiful. But yeah, with the whole Targaryen getup, it looks very nice indeed. And obviously this is our normal outfit as well. Unfortunately, no dragon to ride on, but maybe later on down the line, as Bannerlord gets closer and closer to release, we'll be able to do that. I'll go ahead and put my full mod list on your screen right now, and if this video gets anywhere between, let's say, 500 to 700 likes, I'll go ahead and make a complete install guide for every single mod I'm using, run you through what ones you need, what ones you might not want to use, and so on and so on. So if you want to see that, drop a like down below. I also have Distinguished Service on, which allows me to basically create companions out of thin air whenever they get enough kills in a battle. So again, if you guys want to go ahead and claim one of these companions, give me a name down below in the description and kind of an idea of what your character wants to be, and if we get one of those, I'll go ahead and take them from the comments. So be sure to go ahead and put that down below, because it'll be awesome to have some of you guys with some cool backstories down there every single time. Finally, before we do get started, I just want to say that this is going to be a slower series on the channel. This is going to be more edited, which means you're only going to be getting probably about 1 or 2 of these every week, but I'll try and keep as consistent as possible. And if these videos do really well, I'll definitely go ahead and put a lot more time, or I'll schedule a lot more of my time into them. Okay, so that's kind of enough for the intro. Let's just dive in now and get this sorted. So let's look at our beginning scenario. Also, Daenerys looks absolutely badass right there. We have access to basically a ton of good characters off the bat. A lot of these are kind of shimmied into me. Obviously, we do have Jogo as well. Of course, he's not dead in this scenario quite yet, so that's going to be good. We start off with 138 soldiers. Many of these are yet to become unsullied. You can see the unitary kind of goes down, and then you eventually get your what's chopped off, and then you become an unsullied. That's currently how it is in the mod. So that's going to be, pretty decent. We also have some children we need to educate. I'm not exactly sure where these children are coming from. I think they're just kind of part of our court. So I'm just going to kind of quickly speed run these children. And then I think we basically time just to immediately launch our invasion, because we are at war with the Dothraki hordes to the north of us. We need to go ahead and kill Pono and basically take them over and utilize them in our advancements west. If you were wondering as well, we do of course have several vassals under our control right off the bat, a lot of them being Dothraki. We have Grey Worm as well, who's currently leading an army, as well as our husband, who's doing his thing, and we have Jorah Mormont down here, who is of course loyal to us, looks pretty goddamn juicy in that armor. And I believe we also have Sir Barristan Selmy as well, one of my favorite characters for sure from the books. Just that quote when it's like, even now I could cut through you like butter, or it sends chills down my spine. So we're going to go ahead and levy up as many soldiers as we can, and you can see Sir Barristan and also Jorah have formed up their armies, and we're going to march north. We are also of course at war with the Westerlands as well, so I don't think they'll really do much to us, but it's still something to keep an eye on. We have to be cautious that we're not going to run into any crazy Lannister expeditions. I think making our way over here and taking a few of these castles will be great, because also not only will it be great because we'll obviously put the Dothraki horde to bed, but also we're going to be able to start recruiting some Dothraki units, get cheap horses, which will be goddamn invaluable, because yeah, the Dothraki of course some of the best units in the game on horseback. They have a very, very deadly unit tree, especially the bowmen. Yeah, the Dothraki Screamers are insane. So we will recruit some more. Again, ignore this unit cap down here. I think our unit cap's about 250. It's because when I was getting some cinematic shots, I cheated a little bit to get some cool units. But yeah, ignore that. We won't go over 250 for now. Let's besiege this castle. They only have 283 men. I assume the Dothraki do have a sizable force. Overall, they have 2,500, so they're about similar size to us, which is fine. And again, we want this kind of war to really pop off. We also are running a little bit low on food as well. And okay, cool. Missandei has married, or has an offer to marry Mace. So Mace Tyrell has offered the hand of his son? Who was it? Willis Tyrell. So not Loras, but Willis. I mean, this is a good idea, I think, because we have diplomacy on, which will allow us to form alliances and non-aggression. So, Melisandre, I'm sorry, Grey Worm, you're going to be getting cucked, my friend, because we need this marriage to fire off, and it's going to be great because, as I said, we have diplomacy, so forming alliances, forming non-aggression pacts, that's all going to be possible. And this is going to be a great way to do it. Because yeah, if we can get the Tyrells on our side, that is going to be amazing. And of course, we have the an unending war yet to come with the Night King, which we're going to have to be very, very cautious of. The Dothraki have assembled a bit of a force outside, but still nothing strong enough to contend us. We have our siege equipment. I was contemplating building some artillery pieces. I just don't think we'll need it. The garrison of this castle isn't great. The Dothraki aren't exactly well-formed defenders, I'll say, to say the least. They are, of course, Dothraki on the open field, Ned. God damn. But yeah, in a castle, not something we have to worry about too much, and we should be able to storm this one fairly efficiently without too much hassle. You can see a lot of our Unsullied, a lot of our other troops from the cities that we do have looking pretty good. And again, a lot of bowmen as well. Hopefully these ranks will fill out a lot more. You can see some of the awesome banners as well. We got obviously Sir Barristan Selmy's bannermen right there scattered around. So this will obviously grow. And we will hopefully move on. And here you go, the first glimpse. Obviously, you would have seen it in the beginning part of the battle. But yeah, look, this is Daemon Targaryen's armor. And they really did a great job with this armor right off the back. It looks very, very nice indeed. And yeah, I'm glad that we can wield it. We, of course, have, this is, I just have Valyrian Steel Sword. And we also have Lightbringer as well right here. There are several, swords and shields. There's several swords, hammers, axes, all Valyrian steel made in the mod at the moment, and I imagine later on down the line they will look to as well go ahead and kind of make these way harder to get. I of course cheated them in for the purpose of this let's play, but I imagine later on down the line they will be kind of quest driven. Oh my god, look at that ballista bolt right there coming in. That is brutal. Okay, so our first goal is to make it to the walls, and then we can start the battle. The Dothraki are really opening up against our forces right now, firing down just a whole wealth of arrow fire at us. You can see, I guess they are still skilled bowmen, even if when they're not on horseback. But we, as soon as we get on the walls, we'll make quick work of them, I think. They don't really have the staying power on foot even though they are ferocious warriors, obviously, to stop us. And even with this constant harassment, we should be okay, especially once the siege towers and other equipment are up at the wall. And I believe we actually have some ladders not so far up here. So if I get up here, we might be able to go ahead and initiate it. We have siege towers on both sides. Okay, so no ladders. That should be fine. I think we have a siege tower ramp right here, so just waiting for that bad boy to get up the hill. We're taking casualties, of course, but to be expected, right? We are sieging this castle, but, you know, in all intents and purposes, it's very, very well defended. And we'll let them, you know, hit us for now, but as soon as we get up there, it is going to be, yeah, a deadly business for sure, and I think we'll just cut through them like butter. My god, this castle is a death trap. Definitely one of the best castles in the game to defend. We are just getting absolutely demolished by the arrow fire. However, finally, the siege towers are here and we can start to attack. I will lead the men myself through the breach and we will see what we can get done. A few of the combat mods we are using, of course, we have Realistic Battle One, which makes battles superb, the RTS camera command system, and a handful more, which you guys, of course, would have seen. I don't have a shield, which is a little bit scary, but we shouldn't take too much damage here. And the idea is just to get up here and start cutting down the foes of Daenerys Targaryen. We just need to make that breach as quickly as possible, deal with the archers, and start cutting down. You can see we also have dismemberment as well on, so, you know, taking care of these Dothraki shouldn't be too hard. And of course, you know, we're using Valyrian steel. We are cutting through these guys. Ideally, I want to make my way to the right hand side as quickly as possible, just to cut these guys down and then get onto the archers. The archers are going to be, you know, still hammering us now, so we want to try and cut these guys down. Or we've got a Dothraki fighter we're taking down. I am Daenerys, renowned for my sword fighting abilities. There goes his arm. Sliced him through the stomach. Okay, let's just keep on going in. We need to silence these archers as much as possible. It's another arm slain off. Perfect. Because, yeah, these are the guys doing the damage. Oh. Okay, thank God for that. Okay, we are taking arrow fire. Luckily, this armor is incredible. And this sword is so well made that they just do not know what hit them. And yeah, we're cutting them down. But we have lost hundreds of men here. I really should have made a breach or just gone with ladders just to get up here. The arrow fire has been absolutely insane. And we are only just going to win this. But I guess, you know, as this is Daenerys' first proper battle, it will take some time to fully get to grips. The men are swarming, but we have paid dearly with our lives. I mean, just look at the casualties laid, you know, on the floor. To be fair, though, this army is still very inexperienced, and it's going to take some time to get battle hardened. But my God, I was not expecting to lose this many men as we take down what remains of them. Yeah, over 351 soldiers dead, 145 wounded, and of course, you know, 500 in total. So yeah, that was brutal. We've learned our lesson, though. I mean, I think the main problem with this battle was just the castle layout. I wasn't expecting it to be this brutal, because this one takes, yeah, it's basically a death trap, and really how castles should be throughout the whole of the game. But this is definitely one of the deadlier ones, because it takes a lot longer to get to the walls, and this is just a death trap right here of arrow fire. And they have a little external keep. It's just a really well defended one. I'm glad we took it, but yeah, I maybe should have made a breach or just got ladders and just stormed them, because the arrow fire is what killed us. But there we go. We have managed to yeah, take down the enemy quite nicely, and there you go. Heavy casualties, but we gain a bunch of influence, which will be very good because we want to start passing some laws fairly quickly. And we also leveled up, which is nice, so we'll get some more on solid. Yeah, definitely will focus on just probably all on solid, because we'll use the Dothraki for our main force of cavalry. So yeah, we'll go down the footmen, which will then obviously level up. And then we got a ton of upgrades for our Unsullied right off the bat as well. So going into the Elite Unsullied will be great. Their stats are considerably better. They go from 110 one-handed to 140. So a castle will be ours, which is nice. We also have some cavalry, which, you know, I'm not going to keep around for too long. But yeah, look at that number. 164 soldiers now. Whew, that's a little bit scary. We did also gain some loot, which we're going to probably, of course, take. Or we just sell it to level up, because Daenerys has one of the best traits in the game. Right off the bat, she does have the giving hand, which is just amazing. This basically means that you can go ahead and discard weapons and also armor to basically get tons and tons of experience. We probably will pillage the castle just to gain a little bit of strength, and we can take this for ourselves, which I think, oh, do we want to? Or do you want to give this? I think we're going to give this to someone else, but I will start to take other castles, because as people level up and we create new members and kingdoms, we'll be able to start giving away kingdoms to you guys who have given me names down below in the comments. But there we go, first castle taken after heavy casualties, but still a great conquest. So one of the first things we're going to probably do with this castle as well is just upgrade the walls and gardens so we have more food and the walls are more defensible. Not that this is really going to be a concern of ours, because we should deal with the Dothraki fairly quickly, but there's no harm in doing that. I'm also not sure if we actually have anybody we could leave here as a governor. We have a few, but no one too crazy, I don't think, that would be of use. I mean, he's actually not too bad, Ago, and he is Dothraki as well, so he should also boost the loyalty. So let's go ahead and send him there. He should boost the loyalty because he's the same culture, and that should help out. We can always bring him back. Obviously, Dothraki aren't well renowned for this. Oh, actually, we're going to lose the castle, aren't we? Of course, so that's fine. Does this guy even have land to begin with? The Stalwart Shields, I assume he's a mercenary of some sort, but I doubt that they have Oros. Okay. Yeah, well, he can have this as well. Of course, my friend, you have it. I will decree it. Sebastian, don't worry. You'll get many castles, you greedy, greedy son of a... So it looks like one of my armies have actually been able to catch the 69 nice soldiers of the Dothraki. And I don't think it'll be too hard to bring them down. Of course, we outnumber them massively, but I would like to see what the Dothraki are capable on the open field. Even though we, of course, outnumber them, killing this army will just go ahead and secure our borders that little bit nicely. So for the infantry, I'll let Grey Worm command it. The archers, I don't think I really have anybody too capable of giving us massive bonuses for the archers. I mean, let's see. We have, yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody. Maybe Jorah can lead back. I mean, actually, sorry, Darius Naharis is pretty good with the bowmen. I mean, I guess quite a few of these guys are. We'll let Dario command that. The cavalry can be, of course, led by Sebastian, and then the horse archers, maybe Jorah, as Jorah does have that kind of bond with the Dothraki. We're just going to go ahead and play pretty kind of normal to begin with. When we get into these harder battles, I will look to kind of employ a lot more tactics, which hopefully you guys will enjoy. Yeah, I will go ahead and basically look to split my infantry up into several blobs and utilize it that way. The Dothraki do actually only have 29 archers, 29 horse archers, which is not too bad. And we, of course, will also look to lead from the front as well. I'll give my horse archers over to the AI, and I will take my cavalry, and we'll go charging in, boys. Let's go. So a lot of Eastern cavalry, but still, we will level up, and here we go. Let's just pursue them. We have so much horse that we should be fine here without having to worry too much about the Dothraki. They'll lead us into their ranks, but that should be fine. And there you go. It's already one dead. Are we actually doing one hit them? Wow, that is crazy. Oh, so we got Lightbringer out, I think, for Valeria. No, is that Valerian? No, this is Lightbringer right here. Oh, of course, I have to be careful of the bowman. That's one arm slain off. Let's keep on pulling back as the infantry pursue them. Let's get up closer. We have a bowman up here as well. It's going to be kind of hard as well to tell who's who in these battles also, just because we have a lot of the Dothraki. It'll be better when we get to the Seven Kingdoms because the units will be a little bit more obvious. But for all I know, that guy could have been a loyal follower of Daenerys Targaryen. But hey, Daenerys is known to kill an ally or two, so nothing to worry about too much. But I just prefer massively to play without the banners above my head because it makes the battles feel way more immersive. But we know for a fact that these Dothraki bowmen are easy picking, so we'll just move in and cut them down. And with that, the Dothraki army is broken, battered, and sent flying back to the Khan. However, don't worry. We will be the Khaleesi very, very soon, and we'll make sure that only one of these guys survives to tell the tale of my great victory. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to take these guys prisoners as well. It just means they can't form up, and we'll take all the cavalry under our command as well, because you never know when they might decide to flip sides and start becoming loyal to us. We also have access to this troop tree over on the right-hand side, which is more of a Targaryen base troop tree, which we can definitely utilize, get some more kind of Targaryen, I guess, Andals type of soldiers, which are very decent as well. The elite pikemen could be great anti-cavalry. There's some good cavalry, and I think I might do that to get the bowmen. I think these bowmen will be pretty deadly. They do have a step warbow, so still wielding more of an eastern kind of weaponry line, but I think I'll be decent nonetheless, and then we'll get more Unsullied as well, of course. With that victory, we still need to be a little bit careful because they are going to siege us, but this is actually perfect. If they form up there, we can have a decisive victory against the Dothraki. Oh, that's perfect. Let's go to a few of these towns really quickly, and then let's go smash them before they have time to take the castle, because we haven't really left a garrison there. We will smash their army in open field again. Never really a good idea. Oh, this is only 1,000 men as well. Not even a battle we really need to get involved in, so I'll just send the boys in. They'll clear that up nicely. We get a little bit of renown. The influence is important because we are going to need to pass some laws. And here, we'll take the prisoners whilst we can. Why not? We can even just sell them if we need to. Get a few more Targaryen infantry, some work towards more Unsullied, some more bowmen, and even the cavalry is fine with me. Of course, we'll take the horses, the food, as we are actually running a little bit low, and then we'll leave the rest to level up. And that's fine. That's another army taken care of. What we'll do, if we have the appropriate stuff, we will, of course, a company might have to request entry. Do they have room? They don't have room in the dungeon, unfortunately, for my prisoners. But we are using the better prisoner management mod, which means they won't basically escape really easily. So that's at least something. Okay, so I think we now move towards their city. How many other castles do they have? They have the main city in the north, which is, of course, one of their strongest settlements, as connected to 4 as well. That'd be making a lot of money. And then castles to the north. I mean, I wouldn't mind just leaving these castles in the north, honestly, just conquering the 2 cities, because then the Dothraki surely aren't going to be that much of a problem. And if we leave these 2 castles, then it just means that, you know, maybe someone else will take care of them. I don't want to border tons and tons of people. Speaking of which, how is our relationship with Mace Tyrell right now? He likes us plus 22. And how far off are we forming a non-aggression? At the moment, they're not interested, but maybe if we go to war with similar people, that could be a good idea. I wish with the diplomacy mod, there was a way of boosting relations with certain lords. Like you could send someone as an emissary to a lord or someone, and that would help boost your relations. I mean, so far, we've got a pretty good kind of rapport with Mace Tyrell. We could send a messenger and start giving him stuff as well. We could send him gold. But yeah, having the Tyrells on our command, they have 5,000 men right now, would be very nice. Probably one of the strongest factions in the 7 Kingdoms, I would imagine. Yeah, definitely they have some of the strongest soldiers. Out of interest, how many men do the Northmen have right now? The North have 5,000 Lannisters, who we are at war with, so they'll be at the top. Have 6,000 to be expected, but that's good. Okay, let's sally up, and I guess we'll make our way over towards the city and really try and put the pressure on the enemy. Oh, there's a 200-man army there. Okay, and we are they're faster, of course. Okay, what we're gonna do then is we're gonna let them come in, we're gonna let them siege this, and then we're gonna pounce. They're gonna be foolish enough to look to siege that. We will make sure we buy all the horses just because we want to be faster ourselves. We'll let them march in and siege that, and then we'll make our move. I think that's going to be the play. Okay, well, it seems that they didn't actually go for that city. I wonder if they just went north to recruit more men. Either way, that's fine with me. We're going to make our way over. If they do go and siege it, I probably will look to head back, but we're going to make our way over here, try and get their city under siege. I'm not sure how much garrison it has right now. Of course, it will besiege the town. Yeah, 600-man garrison. That's pretty scary, but I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to build siege towers. We're going to have to build some trebuchets. This will be a bit of a longer siege, but definitely one worthwhile. We have reinforcements on the way as well, so we do have access to a few more soldiers now. The stalwarts are now able to reinforce us, which is perfect. So Barristan has recruited a squire to lead an army, and so has Jorah as well. So more Unsullied and other stuff like that, which will be very good as well. Oh, and the people want Lord Privy Council. This is something I definitely want to do. Clear 5 tier 5 clans, gain more influence, which I think is fine. And inviting lower tier clans to armies are a little bit more expensive, but fine. Jorah, if you want that, you can have it. As I said, there are going to be some really important decisions we're going to want to make, which will give us access to more soldiers and more money. We all currently have the Senate, so that's going to be my private council, royal privileges, as well as this. So yeah, I think the ones we're going to have to definitely get is, you know, probably, I mean, castle charters is really good. Land tax is pretty decent. We have crown duty, which will help us out. Royal Guard gives us an extra 60 soldiers right off the bat. King's Mercenaries will be good. And there's also one down here as well, which will give us access to some more soldiers. I can't remember. Is it Noble Retinue as well? Yeah, Noble Retinue will give us access to 40 more men. So that's 100 more soldiers just for us alone, which will be very nice indeed. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just go, oh, they siege Oros. Do we leave this now? Do we leave to go and defend Oros? I think we do. I think we smash their army in the field, and then we head back. Oh my god, they went all the way down here. That's brutal. Hopefully we'll get down here in time. Quite funny as well, because you can see the destruction of Valeria off into the north. The volcano is still burning. But here we go. Managed to catch a 500-man Dothraki army, and this will be pretty crazy. Surrender or die, my friend. He's still happy about it. I mean, I guess the Dothraki loves any open battle that he can achieve. But as I said, this will be pretty interesting because we do have the battle size mod on, so keep that in mind. We're going to have up to 1,000 soldiers. We have over 1,000. They'll have a pretty healthy amount and a pretty lovely battlefield for us as well. They're going to be coming across the bridges, I think, so I'm not exactly sure where they're going to spawn, but we're going to want to get up there. I'm going to do some finicking around with our roster as well. I want to at least have 2 blocks of infantry, and then I'll bring it back to you guys when we're all formed up. Okay, so we got our formation all set up now. The plan is to send basically both of these infantry blocks to this bridge and try and cut them off. The cavalry will cover them. Our big block of archers will move up. I've moved it around, so Barristan Selmy is going to command our other block of infantry. We have Naharis commanding the archers still, Jorah commanding the left flank of my cavalry. I'll command the right flank of the cavalry, and then we have our husband Jogo commanding the horse archers, which are primarily Dothraki base. Okay, so it looks like they actually do spawn this side of the river, which is fine. I mean, we're still going to want to close the distance as much as possible. Just get our line up here. I think I might... How much horse archers? They have 140 horse archers. That is brutal. Okay, so let's get our archers set up here to fire down on them, and we'll get them into loose formation. I'm going to block, I think, all of my cavalry down here and try and hit them. Again, this is the perfect battlefield for us if we can close off the distance, but we're going to be taking a lot of damage as we do. And as I said, I think we're going to bring down basically all of our cavalry just to focus them down. Even our horse archers are going to go in there. So that's what we're going to send off, and yeah, just bring our way down. Dealing with these guys is going to be very important, but it looks like we managed to catch them right off the bat, which is perfect. And hopefully we'll start seeing some green soon as we bring them down, and especially as our infantry blocks get up here as well. Yeah, infantry, go and help out there, and you guys go here. Again, they have a lot of archers as well. So if we bring our infantry block here, we can basically send one to engage them, and then the other ones can just chill. Our archers are firing in, and we've already cut down a lot of their horse archers. I'm happy with that. Very happy indeed. Leaves our archers a little bit scarce, but that should be fine. Okay, and I think these are all enemy archers as well, so yeah, we can start slicing away. Let's pull out our other Valyrian steel sword and start cutting them down, get the infantry further and further up. So as I said, we'll send these guys to over there to engage that, and then yeah, if these guys want to maybe wrap around, and then they can go after the archers as well. I might send this block into shield wall as well. So we'll get them in shield wall, because they just have a lot of archers and push them up, and then this side will be a lot more aggressive. I think our cavalry's doing great against their horse archers, which is fine. Now, I'll basically help out as best as I can. Again, their horse archers are always going to be annoying and cause us a lot of problems, but as long as we can keep on cutting them down, we should be fine. Yeah, I mean, they just have a lot of Dothraki horses, of course, but that's one less to worry about, so I'll take it. Okay, here we go. Push right up now. We'll actually charge us. Okay, you guys push, and then I want you guys just to keep on going. We need to be really loose and just get into their marchers as quickly as possible. Of course, any of these Dothraki we kill in the field is perfect. We are still in shield wall as well, so it might not be a bad idea to try and break that shield wall maybe a little bit. Just to push. Okay, you guys charge, and you guys charge. Again, we've split their formation. The archers are pushed back, which is kind of annoying. We don't get onto the archers. But yeah, look at that. We're stuck in. We should bring them down. They just aren't equipped for a foot battle, really. They have not as good armor as us. They're not as well trained as us on foot. You can see that green starting to really turn in our favor. They've got 102 horse archers left, so we are dealing with that bit by bit. But we still need to break away and deal with them archers as well if we can. You can see some of our Unsullied pushed up as well. Oh, their archers are pushing you back across the bridge. Yeah, I really need this flank to form up enough, or like one of these sides to win, so we can just push on. I really wish there was like a command for Bannerlord in the command section to basically just like put a set amount of soldiers into a group. Like if I was here, I wish there was a button I could just click and it would select like the surrounding infantry within a bubble and then go into like a different group and then I could command them on the fly. I think that'd be really good. I also feel like as well, just if I'm making wishes, I wish I could just like press alt and like drag and drop soldiers in. Like I drag this and I let it go there, and then a slider comes up and I can kind of, you know, organize my soldiers a little bit better. I think that'd be really, really good. Okay, we have, I mean, there's so much archer fire right now. Okay, we've dealt with this, though. Okay, so let's select this group. We need to put pressure on the archers. You guys just push up there. We'll form a shield wall. And that should be fine. Yeah, we need to form a shield wall with everybody. Yeah, you guys are already in a shield wall, so you guys just hold. I'm going to go a little bit quicker with these guys just to get up there. I mean, there's barely any of them left. But yeah, that archer wall is brutal right now. Yeah, I need you guys up here like yesterday, please. They have no infantry left. Down to 88 horse archers now. Do you mind? No, you guys, there's still so many horse archers. But you guys can really see like how good Bannerlord battles can be when you actually have like cool mods and you have the appropriate units as well. You can really do some amazing stuff with them. You are not friendly, but you'll be dead within the second, right? Yeah, we are losing so much. Form a shield wall now and get your asses across the bridge. And I might send these. Do we really need these guys as well? Is there another bridge I can get across maybe as well, just to kind of block off their assault? We should definitely get these guys out of view, and we'll get them out of shield wall as well. Is there another bridge anywhere? Doesn't really look like it. I mean, we're doing fine here. Maybe I'll just basically send you guys to go deal with these guys. Yeah, go kill them. Break apart. Do your thing. Let's just send them over there. We should be like strong enough to get across this bridge and pursue them. Especially now we're in shield wall. Yeah, boys, go, 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 go. I almost need to get close enough and then just charge. That's the thing. The assault is going pretty well, though, I would say. Yeah, we're getting across that bridge quite nicely. We're going to have to break soon. Very soon. You guys are out of shield wall as well. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, I can break shield wall and charge, please. Oh, that's brutal, but we just need to cut them down faster. Why are you guys so slow? Go, go, go. Get your asses across there. Oh my god, so many casualties. Okay, now we're stuck in. It should be way better. Let's get across there as well. Now we've made a breach point. You guys just charge as well. Oh, so many casualties on this side. Them archers, that was a brutal bridge crossing. But we got the Dothraki cornered. And even if we just get them turning, that should also be invaluable for us. So we clonked off his sword there. We're able to decapitate a bunch of them. And yeah, as soon as they stop shooting, that's when we can start doing our damage. We are taking shots, but again, this armor is very, very good indeed. And there we have it. The archers are dealt with. The cavalry is down to 48 horse archers now. We took some casualties. Again, I wish as well. Again, I'm saying a lot of things I would really like to see in Bannerlord. But I wish there was more of a breakdown of like what got kills, what didn't. Like you could specify your infantry, archers, cavalry, and like see, or even just your groups of infantry. Like see what group 1 did, see what group 2 did. I think that'd be really cool in these battles rather than the breakdown of the lords, because we're an army, right? And we want to see that. I want to see what my group 1 did. Oh, and our first 2 Unsullied companions. If you guys want to claim these, comment down below with a name and maybe even a bit of a backstory. I'll try and add some of the backstories into the game, and you guys could find yourself in this campaign in the next episode. Overall, a very solid battle though as well. We got 29 kills ourselves. I'm pretty happy with that. We managed to get 430 kills. We lost our 328. And again, most of them casualties came from the archers. We also 245 men dead is still pretty brutal as well. We've captured many of these guys as well. And they'll all go in my dungeon, I think. Lots of prisoners. Can we recruit any prisoners? Yeah, we'll take some of the Dothraki, archers at least, and plenty of upgrades. This is big, having this many upgrades, because it will really help out. We'll get some more Targaryen soldiers. Yeah, look at this, all this Unsullied leveling up as well. It's amazing. Really, really good. We'll take all of this. We'll start making some Targaryen bowmen, more horse archers. And the great thing is as well, is of course, we'll take the food, and we'll take the horses, which we actually get quite a few of. But the main thing is like when we get rid of this stuff, that would be really good. I'll also take a bow or two because we could wield a bow on horseback. That's not a bad idea. And we'll get rid of everything else, which will then, of course, give us 7,000 experience to the army. Them stewardship perks are just absolutely insane. But we managed to lift the siege here, which is good. That's going to push the Dothraki back. Probably going to go to every single settlement, recruiting. I'll drop my prisoners here, and we need to rush north because I think that wasn't the main army, and we're going to have to go north to deal with that. So far, though, I think the war is going pretty well. There's, what, 79%? War exhaustion rate, yeah, that's how big the war is going. We outnumber them still. They've lost first, so their war exhaustion is popping up. War declaration is still going, and I think we have plenty of them captured as well, so they shouldn't be able to field as stronger armies. So let's do that. I'll drop off my prisoners and marine. We'll recruit, probably maybe sell our goods as well, or sell our prisoners into slavery, even though we are the freer of trains, but we don't need to know that. Also, I had to go kind of a bit of the mountain and kill some children here. We don't talk about this because it was causing some crashes with the cutscenes popping up, so I just had to kill them. Ooh, and the House of Martell declared war on us. You love to see it. They're not going to do anything. Again, Bannerlord diplomacy is very lackluster. Even with this awesome diplomacy mod, yeah, it's still very, very lackluster, unfortunately. Which basically means, yeah, random factions will declare war on us. Hopefully later on down the line we'll get more structure, which will be very nice. Oh, am I married to Jogo? Or am I thinking of someone else? Has my husband already died? I actually don't know. But yeah, we'll decline that for now. I want to save my marriages to make friendships in the Seven Kingdoms to form diplomacy, actions, and other things like that, which will be very, very useful. Okay, we are back at the city now. I basically reformed the army a little bit. We went to Marine and we stole basically all the garrison that was decent enough. So that, don't tell the governor of Marine that is what we did. And I also put my prisoners in the prison there. They shouldn't escape. We are using some mods that make escape way less likely. Even though we have 1,000 men here, I think I'm going to make a breach just because it's going to make this battle a lot easier. And I want to end this episode with the final siege of basically what remains of the Dothraki stronghold, which should be pretty fun. Every single episode, I basically want to kind of complete a kind of a war. Next episode will probably be Voluntas, then Pentos, and then kind of on the west coast, and then hopefully by the 5th episode we can make our way into Westeros, which will be very cool indeed. We also have a focus point to stick down. I think we'll try and level up our leadership again, get that going. The stewardship is also nice. We already have the best stewardship perk, so nothing to really worry too much about. So let's siege this, and then we will stock in. They are sieging Oros again, but I think we'll beat them to it, honestly. Okay, here we go. The walls themselves are broken. I'm not sure if Oros has fallen. They are no longer sieging it, so we might have to go back and conquer that. Shouldn't be too difficult, though, and this city is definitely worth a castle by Valeria, so nothing too much to worry about. We have also kind of starved out the garrison a little bit. It is now starving, so we should start losing soldiers. However, I think we do need to make our way in fairly quickly. So wait until daytime. And then, yeah, now it is time. We don't have any artillery. We still have 3 catapults, which is nice. Now let's lead the assault. We have over 1,000 men. This should be enough, I'm hoping, to claim victory. Even though they do have 600, but again, they don't have the walls. The trebuchet should do some decent damage. And I think the plan right here is to select these guys and just bust our way through that. We'll let Grey Worm lead the main infantry line. Sure, and the goal is just to push in yeah, just go. Obviously, it splits us up into multiple groups, but yeah, the idea, we'll send you guys there, why not? But yeah, the main goal is just to push through that breach and try and get there before the AI can set up a defense, because for some reason in Bannerlord, the AI doesn't start in a defensive position. They have to run to it. Don't know why. But I mean, that kind of works for us. The artillery is already firing, and the boys are ready to hit them in their flank right off the bat. Go, go, go. Yeah, it's still going to be a bit laggy as they try and push their way through. But it should be fine right through that breach. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Can I get you guys like over there? Is that going to help out at all? Or I just tell you guys to charge. Is that going to be good enough? Yeah, there we go. Into the battle once more, boys, you go. Of course, be careful of them, but we should make it through this breach. Oh, there's nobody even here. They're like reforming elsewhere. Perfect. Get that gate open, I think. Let's come down here. Again, the AI isn't the smartest when it comes to these sieges. Can I not open this? There you go. Yeah, I need to dismount, I think. I'm on my horses in the way. Yeah, and look at that green. This siege will be so much easier than the previous one, especially if we can get both these gates open as well. Don't mind me. Just conquering that now. I just have to defend the gate. That should allow a lot more soldiers in. And yeah, the city will be falling. They will move to try and close this breach now, I think. Yeah, but now the boys are in. Just don't let them get in. And as long as we can get enough of it, you can see some of our Lannister men here as well. Perfect. Oh, taking some damage. Block that. Slice his head off. Sorry, the battle is a bit dark as well. The sun is being blocked by the blood of our enemies. Oh, this Dothraki thinks he can duel with the Queen of Dragons. I don't think so. And yeah, nice. We've made enough of a breach out here that it should be, it should be plain sailing now. Okay, let's leave that for now. The boys are making their way through. And the fact that we obviously secured the gatehouse as well is great. Really breaking down this right-hand side. Go, go, go. In we go. Yeah, they're trying to pull back now to the keep, but we've got them dead to rights. Perfect. Oh, we actually managed to close the gate. Let's get this bad boy open again. We need the constant filtering of soldiers coming in. For sure. No, they closed this gate. Are you enemy? Oh, God, you got locked in. And look at that. That is amazing. We have so much infantry just waiting to be pushed back in. God damn. Let's keep on going. Keep on going. You guys need to like keep on charging as well. You guys like a little bit stuck maybe. Again, the AI and Bannerlord sieges still aren't amazing, but I guess we're just not filtering in enough men. But yeah, here you go. Battle is pretty much over now, right? Yeah, they have 130 men left, and they're pretty much all archers. So now this is a killing spree. Yeah, like you can see like how different some of these sieges are as well. The previous siege, like we lost hundreds of men, like 50%, 60% of our force, which is how it should be. Whereas now we've killed 5 times the amount, which is pretty insane. You guys charging as well? Please, everybody charge. There we go, nice. Finish them off, sandwich them. I might even try and wield a bit of a Dothraki blade as well. Of course, better on horseback, but still, we'll see how that fares. And there you go. The enemy broken, lovely. This is going to be a jewel of the north and a very strong settlement to behold for sure. Oh, nice. We've got a few more level ups. So what I'll do is I'll probably leave at 4 for today. So we'll have 4 characters you guys can name down below in the comments. So be sure to go ahead and let me know some names, some backgrounds, as it'll be very cool to have you guys. But I probably won't get any more if we do end up with any more soldiers in this episode. There you go. The settlement has been taken. There's going to be a big fawn in the Dothraki side. Plenty of prisoners as well. As I said, we'll take the horses because I want to recruit them, and we'll leave everybody else. It's not like we need the money. We have pretty much unlimited cash, which is awesome, at least for now. Obviously, when we start getting more armies and we'll have to pay stuff like that, it'll become a little bit more scary, but for now, that is fine. Oh, wow, look at this as well. So, obviously, once you take a city, you normally spawn out. So, you go into the city, but you normally spawn outside. And the AI is, like, so close that we can just do this and capture them. Oh, that is amazing. I mean, again, not really a battle we need to fight. That's 3 armies we've just captured. Again, we hopefully don't need to fight that. Yeah, we lost, what, 50 men. Perfect. Yeah, we outnumbered them. We can now take all of them prisoner. I can get some more of these horse archers under my command. Take the archers, and we get 2,000 experience. Oh, that was perfect. Good old Bannerlord logic. Go back inside the city really quickly, and I can make a lot of money selling my prisoners. No need, though. We'll go to the dungeon, and I will... can I actually have any lords? I do, yeah. So you go in there as well. I mean, look how many of their lords are in our dungeon. Which is fine. They did actually end up taking this southern settlement, unfortunately. They took Oros, which is fine. That shouldn't be a hard one to take. The question is, do we march on now, or do I look to maybe set up a bit more of a defense here? I'm not too sure. I do want to try and keep this settlement if I can as well. That would be great. But I don't know. I don't know what to exactly do if we do leave this or we move on. Again, I'm going to need to sort out their traits as well, which is fine. I actually also meant to actually give this to myself, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to take this settlement. I want it. It's going to be a valuable one. It's a fairly upgraded castle. But don't worry. I'll give some Dothraki people land in the north. Don't you worry. And what we can even do is I can also start making some new companions as well into houses, which will be pretty exciting. But yeah, I think now we just basically level up our army quickly and we march north and we basically fight that final battle for the city. And then it's probably time for peace with the Dothraki. I mean, I can't imagine they have 1,200 soldiers left, barely anything. We take that northern castle, when we peace out, they give us money, which we can then use to take on Valentus and other factions. And then hopefully we can start looking at, forming alliances, start sending money and other things to people. Mace does like us, and we'll just start working on that relationship with him for sure. Okay, we have arrived north. Time to stick the city under siege. They do have way more soldiers. But as always, I feel like, the Trebuchet Breach Rush does seemingly work, which we will utilize in this one. Hopefully, as well, as we get further on in this campaign, there'll be more land battles as well. Someone just get married? Hopefully not. Someone get married without my permission? Lord Aaron declared war. I'm actually not too sure. Either way, you better watch yourself. Our army is still in a bit of disarray. We took a lot of casualties in that last one. But nothing too bad. And we can recruit all of these guys as well. Morale is more than high enough, so losing before them around isn't too much of a big deal. But yeah, well, as I said, I'll basically kind of set up this siege up. We'll fight this battle. But in future, today has been very siege heavy. This is just to basically get the kingdom under our control. I will look to also have big field battles and also more intrigue as well, which could be very, very fun. Okay, guys, here we go. We managed to starve out the garrison pretty effectively. We have made 2 breaches, and it's just time to move in here and, conquer the last real scary settlement. We'll, of course, make our way down south and conquer the castle that the Dothraki did take from me. But we have made our breaches, and it should be pretty plain sailing to get in here. There's a breach either side. I think we'll go for this right-hand side one. Again, this is going to be a rush forward, I think, type of scenario. Again, we'll set up our companions again to do their thing. Where is our boy? Is he not here? Oh, there he is. There's Dario, which will be fine. I'll leave that block. And we'll just go. Again, the idea is just to get our asses as far up here as possible. You'll also have some artillery pieces as well that can fire in and do some really, really nice damage. But the idea is just to literally get our asses up here and into the castle. The AI, again, I don't know why the AI doesn't start in position. They really, really should. But we'll just, do that. Get our asses in. They're probably going to beat me to it, but that should be fine. The artillery is already ranging in. This is a really good Kuzite castle as well. I definitely can't wait later on down the line until we have more, kind of custom settlements for this. That'll be very, very cool indeed. Oh, yeah, something I'm using as well, which I haven't really brought up, is I'm using a mod that changes the weather of battle as well. So you can see there's a lot more dust in this battle. There'll be rain and tons of other stuff as well, which will be always very beautiful to look at. Here we go. Push, boys. There is still 800 of them, so it is something we have to be a little bit careful of. But I think once we make our way in, it should be fine. Is that going to be quicker? Do we get more people in this way? And they're still fighting, right? We're not losing that many more. Yeah, we're getting way more in here. Yeah, nice. Breaches are just the ideal way. And I definitely won't utilize breaches every single time. So if you're it's kind of boring, you just breach them and charge in. Don't worry, we'll be fighting normal sieges as well. It's just I want to kind of get a nice little stranglehold on this position. Just like with battles, but the further we get into the campaign, the more armies I have, the scarier it will be. Also, one of the really cool mods I have on as well is a mod that allows me to command AI parties. So I'll be able to form an army of, say, under Sebastian Selmy or Jorah Mormont, and I'll be able to send them off to go take a castle for me or defend a castle. So again, once we get a little bit bigger, have a few more lords in, and we can build like 2,000-man armies, I'll be able to then start doing that. I'll be able to start dispatching armies to go and defend stuff, and it'll be really, really fun. And again, the tactics of this campaign should be definitely up there in regards to that. So again, if you're looking forward to more tactical gameplay, hopefully I will provide you with that. Oh, we can't do a Can we do a Tywin Lannister and get up these stairs? No. Okay, not quite the goat, but still good enough. The gate is also undefended. I mean, they've got a lot of scary soldiers over there. Ouch, the arrow fire. Oh, I was going to take one to the head there. So try and hug this quickly. Yeah, we want to get this gate open as quickly as possible. Are we free there yet? I think we are, right? Yeah, guys, get over here. Especially now the gate is open. You're going to try and close the gate. You're going to lose an arm for that. Just to get the rest of the boys up here and charging. The archers are always so deadly. I've been playing a lot of Eagle Rising recently as well, which definitely makes archers a little bit easier to deal with because everybody has huge shields. Okay. And whereas a lot of the Unsullied don't exactly have the best shields in the world. So there we go. The big clump of infantry moving in. Are you friend or foe? You're foe? Yeah. Well, you're dead, so it doesn't really matter. Go, go, go. Just get into them archers and make quick work of them, like you guys normally do, and now charge, and that should be good. I'll charge up the walls as well. A big portion of them will go forward. Yeah, perfect. Okay, guys, the rest of Acelloin has now been conquered. Yeah, not bad at all. And there you go. That is the city conquered. We'll take, of course, all the horses we can. I mean, we're pretty much out of limit right now. So what we'll do is I'll take the Khan's Guard, I'll take the horse archers, basically just all the high tier units. There you go. We've got 81 horse prisoners right now. That's kind of crazy. If I can get all of them on my side, I can basically just infuse my army whenever I want with that much horse archers. That'd be pretty crazy. Yeah, that'd be very, very deadly. Of course, we'll take the horses, we'll take the food, yeah, we'll just leave everything else up to that to give us more experience, upgrade our men. Of course, we'll pillage men. We'll let the people have it. Oh, I'm no longer generous. I don't care. That's funny. Okay, cool. I mean, and that's pretty much the Dothraki beaten, right? I will, off camera, come down and reconquer this, of course. And then I think it's just piecing out with Dothraki. And yeah, then that's going to be the episode. So cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you drop a like and a comment down below. We are having a great start to our campaign. I will, of course, get some more companions. So, if you have any good companion names down below in the description, let me know. I'll be making an install guide if we hit the appropriate likes, which is 500. If you want to see more of this and this more regularly on the channel or more content like this on the channel, be sure to go ahead and drop a like and a comment down below. It really does honestly help out. And subscribe if you haven't already. We are closing in on 200,000 subscribers. So definitely do that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.